I just checked the key was right, so that should be fine. So that goes up there. We should hit video here. And video here.
I think we're doing it. I think we're live.
No, not yet. So it doesn't go until I hit go live. This go live button here, and
we're live.
We are live on YouTube. Hello.
Oh, nice.
So YouTube comes up. I think it started afterwards. Wow, that's cool. So, hey, let's go live on Facebook. See if that works. Your live video is starting. So sorry, YouTube. You're seeing the start of this part, and I think we are now live on Facebook. So I think there's like that looked like about a 2-3 second delay. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
are we live on both?
Yes, I think we're live on both.
Okay, nice.
So it doesn't show me any. I don't know if this is dynamic. I haven't been live on Facebook for a while, especially on my desktop. Oh, there is one viewer. Look at that. Cool. Okay, so yeah. Maybe I'll do that. Hang on. Let me pull that up. How do you pull up yourself? Hey, I am live. Look at that. Look at that. All right. So that was easy. So all we did was inside of the conference, hit stream, click OK, and boom, we're live on both at the same time. Like no other software, no other third-party tool or anything. And at the moment, I think so. I'm looking at myself on Facebook and looking at the screen. Hang on, went up 7, 8, 9, 10. So about a 10-second delay. And on YouTube, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's about a 15-second delay on YouTube. Because YouTube came up fast. Like as soon as we started the stream, YouTube was like, boom, we're there. But stream's bitrate. So it's my internet. So I've got 4 bars instead of 5. Okay, so it's going on my upload speed. So I guess before live streaming, we should turn on live streaming and turn off all my other crap that's stealing my bandwidth. So I've got 4 bars out of 5 at the moment. So I before going live, I'd turn those things on. I think that's pretty normal for people doing live streaming to have all their other stuff off. Hey, people are commenting. Who's commenting? Who's that? Who's making comments? Maybe I'll have a look.
What's the software? I guess we should tell them, right?
Nice. Hey, Andrew. So the software is called Conference, and you can find it at conference.me. So we built this software. We are using a back-end infrastructure. So there is a team behind the infrastructure. We haven't built the infrastructure. We've just built the software that sits around it. So you don't have to do that yourself. We've grabbed this. It ties into high level and CRMs and all that sort of stuff as well. But the reason for this is I hate Zoom with a passion, and I spend hours a day on it. I've had a paid Zoom account for 5, 6, 7 years now.
Yeah, me too.
And still pay for it because I don't want that 40-minute crap that some people have. So I pay for it. Now it costs me, I think, $20 a month, and I don't have the 40-minute thing. I have no idea what else it does, except when I'm working with clients with funnels and webinars and stuff. People are like, oh, if I want a webinar on Zoom, I have to pay $79 a month. Like, why? Oh, because it gives you like a Zoom link, like a broadcast room. Like, okay, surely that you don't have to pay $79 a month on top of your monthly. Yes, you do. Then breakout rooms you have to pay for. Then whiteboards you have to pay for per person. Then all this other stuff that it can do. And then if you want to stream, like you have to go through Zapier to do stream to one thing. Or if you want to stream to 2 things at once, you have to use like OBS or what's those other StreamYard and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, those are a nightmare to use. Some of them are free and open source. Okay, well, the software sucks, and it breaks all the time and all that sort of stuff. Or there's like paid ones. I think StreamYard or whatever is like costs a fortune. And then you have to work everything through that. So this tool, you click stream, hit Facebook and YouTube, and then you're live. So I'm live on both by clicking a button on my stream.
Yeah.
And this is all like recorded, and I hate Zoom too. I hate you say it integrates with high level. Yes, it does. We wanted a tool that we could use for webinars. Like I've seen YouTube based webinars from funnels from way back. So you can easily take a YouTube live. I've got, if you go to my YouTube channel, which I'm not going to tell you what it is, people can find it. It's terrible. But if you go to my YouTube channel, this is proof from like 2017 or before of me using YouTube lives to go live on funnel pages. So ClickFunnels page, broadcast on the page, and I can do a live stream. And then you can use those recordings for your evergreens, right? Or your replays or whatever. And that was the old Russell Brunson model. That was pretty simple. Now, obviously, you don't get a lot of stats with that. You don't get a whole bunch of stuff with that, but you can use those things. But you can't do it on Facebook, or you can do it on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. With this one, we also have our own broadcast page. So there is a live broadcast page you can put up here as well if you don't have Facebook and YouTube. You just want to embed it on a funnel page. So webinars out of the box. And then the stats are there. And then this is a Zoom replacement, so it has the Zoom moderations. So I've got Heath and I were just having a chat about our normal stuff, but I can bring Heath up as a moderator and he can share his screen, or he can, like I'm sharing my screen right now, and you can see the Doctor Who thing. But if Heath shares his screen, which I think you can just click share screen over the top of me, can't you? Or if I need to stop sharing.
Yep.
Let me stop sharing.
Sure can. No.
So if you hit whiteboard or you hit whiteboard, and it'll, like, you're a moderator, so you can share the whiteboard. I can have other people in here. So if we're in a webinar scenario, I can say, like, Heath and I can be the moderators, and we can talk back and forth on slides or a whiteboard or whatever. We can share screens, but we've got these other people. Other people can be participants, just like they can Zoom, put hand up, ask questions, that kind of thing. No screens or all screens, talk, not talk, that kind of thing, normal. Or they're sitting on a broadcast page where this is sitting on a webinar funnel, or in Facebook Live or YouTube Live, and they're commenting in there. People are commenting in here saying, hey, what's this do? How does that work? So my ultimate goal was to find something that can replace webinar tools for an all-in-one. So I can do it. Like, I hate Zoom with a passion. I hate going to Zoom for a meeting that I'm 30 seconds late for, hitting start, and it says downloading.
Or either log in.
Or the worst one is, this one's a 500 meg download. It's going to take 3 minutes. And at the end of it, it says, you need to restart Windows. Now I'm pulling my hair out. Now I'm 4 minutes late for my meeting. And I wasn't. Zoom was. I'm not late. Yeah. Zoom was. And then you get on and say, sorry, Zoom didn't update. And people are like, yeah, right. Yeah, you're just late. You were doing nothing. So I hate all that. One-click install. So when I want to, my mum lives like 4,000 kilometers away. If I want to get on with the kids and say, hi, video chat with my mum, I don't want to send her to Zoom. She'll get lost. She has to download stuff. She has to install. No, one-click link. Click this link. She's live. She clicks the link. She's live. So that one-click link thing is awesome. Obviously, you can moderate and have rooms and all that sort of stuff. So it does everything that Zoom does. But the idea that we can have all of this and then it costs basically nothing, like starts at $10 a month, and we can include all the webinar stuff like Zoom does for $79. Like that top plan's like $49. How do we resell this? So we integrated with High Level to say, okay, if you want to have this kind of an embedded tool inside of High Level, other CRMs will come as well, but High Level is the greatest tool ever. So we'll stick with that for the moment. But you can embed this inside of your CRM and sell it to other users as well. Because what user wouldn't want an all-in-one that has the webinar part included and the video chat and the live stream and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, we didn't expect to be doing a pitch call here, but this worked. We got the so we had an issue with the Facebook API integration. Facebook updated its terms on its security certificates, and it was crashing out saying, you're not allowed here. Who are you? You're not allowed here. Everyone else could do it, but we couldn't do it. Oh, hey, Here's comments. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I'm gonna post the link.
Andrew. Hey Cody. Hey Andrew. Sign me up. All right. I'll post a link out about this. Let me just put in. So
I just put it in. I just put it in.
Oh, nice. Community standards. Nice. Cool. All right. So I like the idea of being able to go live and talk to stuff. I used to do little live stream things, little updates and bits and pieces all the time. But the whole idea of getting it live, painful. And if you're on one platform, you got to go and do it on others. I know you can go and set up StreamYard and all those other things, but that's too hard for the majority of people. So I was helping people set those up, and like I've got Funnel Fix It where we do that kind of thing anyway, but it's super painful. And those things change all the time. So to be able to do it all in one, we're like, that's it. We're wrapping the software, we're doing this. And then we integrated with High Level to do the same thing. And then you can resell it. So there's a, if you go on the pricing page, you can see it. We've got a reseller option as well, and there's a kickback for it and all that sort of stuff. But the biggest thing for me was I hit this. Am I sharing my screen? Hang on, let me share my screen. Start sharing. Share my screen. You can share tabs, you can share windows, you can share entire screens. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. There's the Doctor Who thing. Breakout rooms, all that normal stuff in there. The biggest thing for me was I want to hit this button, start streaming. If I'm on a webinar, I've got an embedded page. I'm live instantly, and I think there's like a 1 second lag on our webinar page. And then obviously we're beholden to whatever the upstream data feed is for Facebook and YouTube. So whatever the delay is for those, we have those, but I've literally hit start streaming. Those keys that you have at the start of here, I think settings, stream. I don't want to show you my key. That's probably not a good idea. The stream key that shows up in here just gets put in your settings. Same with this one, and it's live. Like you're instantly live. I think YouTube was like, oh crap, we're live. Go back to the start of the video. Like, oh, wait a minute. And then Facebook takes about an extra 5 or 10 seconds, and then you're live. And I think the lag is based on your upload speed. But that saved me a ton of time. And now I can have these videos on these streams. I've got comments coming in from, I don't have any on YouTube. Like I think there's 8 followers on my YouTube channel. That's not what I'm doing it for, but chat can come here on chat disconnected. Wait, we'll reconnect. Oh, it's probably because I've got it switched off in the settings. So you can have this chat. You could have moderators checking those chats as well. So if you're doing a presentation, you've got your moderators doing that. And then we've got, probably shouldn't talk about this yet, but AI moderators we're building APIs for as well. So you can come in and chat with an AI moderator. So having a team of AI behind it. But on the back of the conference software, there's AI moderation as well, but after the fact. So this is all being recorded, and then it gets passed through AI and notes taken. The notes are taken, video snapshotting gets chapterized, and everything gets, hello, people joining. It's very late in the US, right? It's like,
yeah, it's 10:30.
11, is it 11:30?
11:30
Eastern, so it's 10:30 your time.
Yeah.
All these people. Haven't you got better things to do? So we for the people that there's 10 people that just joined, we accidentally went live. So apologies if I woke you up. But we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and our webinar software at the moment, showing you that we are live on our Facebook, YouTube, and webinar software. Just showing you through it. So what was I talking about? Oh, AI. So AI transcripts out of the box. It chapterizes it all. It summarizes it all. Gives you a sentiment analysis. What else does it do? You've been playing around with the AI
tagging.
stuff.
It tags the conversation, and then it'll give like a video, and you can actually jump to the certain spots in the video as well.
Yeah, I can't get to it from here, can I?
I don't think so.
No, not yet. I know it's happening. I know if I go to the admin, I don't want to do that just yet, but especially when I'm sharing. Let me just go here. Otherwise, I'm going to end up showing keys, and that never works out well. We'll go into here. Yeah, it's not there yet, but it'll come. So it's pretty quick too. So it gives you that sentiment analysis and tagging and like subject by subject, and then it'll send those out as meeting notes. So I think when you join Zoom and you get like Firefly, there's a Notion one. There's what are some of those other plugins people have for doing just that? They're all monthlies as well. Like I joined a meeting the other day, and someone joined with like 3 different plugins. Phantom. Yeah. They joined with Phantom, some Otter, and Fireflies. And I said, "Why have you got 3 of these?" And she goes, "I use Otter for this, and I use Phantom for that, and I don't know how to turn off the other one." Like, okay, 4 people joined the meeting. I'm only talking to you. Anyway, she signed up to all these tools. She's paying for all 3 of them, and then she goes to 2 of them afterwards to get stuff from. Why don't we have one thing that does it all? So, yeah, awesome. Anyway, this wasn't meant to have a whole bunch of people joining and watching and stuff. So I'm sure we're being super exciting. We're live on Facebook.
I'm actually trying to do an old meeting between you and I to see if I could just pull up the transcript just to kind of show that, but I can't find one where we've been testing it. Oh, here's one.
Oh yeah, I've got one as well, but that's good. That's a good idea. Yeah, this is really cool. So scheduling, bookings, does all the things that Zapier does for integrations and stuff as well. Oh yeah. So yeah, tagging, topics, sentiment analysis. We had a neutral conversation, Heath. Two negative sentences. We'll have to censor ourselves.
And then you can actually jump to right here by. Oh, that was when me and Colleen jumped on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She's not in the chat, but yeah. she'll be all over this. She loves this.
Well, that was one of the things that was kind of crucial to that, was being able to have this live stream, and now we do. So I need to reach back out to her for sure.
Yeah, nice. Well, as part of Funnel Fix It, our whole push was people would come and say, "Hey, shiny object, shiny object, shiny object. How do I make them work together?" And we would see that with 50 people. Like, okay, the guys that are winning have taken those 3 things and killed off those 2, and they've gone to 1. Doing all this extra work to shiny object and get all these different shiny objects to work together. I need this plugin to talk to this thing over here, to zap over there to my spreadsheet so I can get the number of people that signed up to my thing. Like, oh my God, why are you doing that? Just have a thing that tells you how many people signed up. Why is it so hard? So I love all-in-ones. I love things being in one place. And if it's the source of truth, if it's where the data come from, that's where it should be. That's my philosophy with this stuff. So I'm all in on AI. Whatever AI stuff we can add to this, fantastic. If we can get this, so Heath and I were discussing. Here's something cool that might be interesting for the people who are watching. Heath and I were discussing AI influencers and where we're going with this stuff, because we geek out about this stuff all the time. We are building some fitness software. We're upending PT stuff. Okay, that's pretty cool. But what's going to happen next? How do gyms and PTs get noticed when AI influencers are coming? If we've got the tools, programming, the smarts and the PTs that are doing stuff, and they can feed information in, they've got access to people, we've got feedback and information. We've got a good starting set. So why can't we then use that as our use AI then as our marketing tool to get people to those assets and get people into the gyms? That's pretty cool, but we can't, like, how do we build AI PTs? Well, you can't just, you can start with yourself and you can replace yourself and you can automate some of yourself and say, hey, look, this is an AI version of me, but it's got all my info. When we come in and meet tomorrow in the gym, can you please do this or listen to this or work out? This is a pre-call to come to the gym. Like that's going to save you a ton of time, and that's not going to hurt. Like that's not going to be scary for people. But if you're on the internet and you're trying to find a PT, or you're trying to find someone who, like, I follow this guy, his knees over toes or whatever, and he does this, and this. That's great. That works for you. Oh, I've got a problem with my hips, so I can't follow that guy because there's some of the stuff he does. Okay, I'm sure there's a market for people like that. We could build an AI like those guys that would attract those people. So, and they can be influencers. I think the market's going that way. This is not to be scammy or anything like that. I just think it's going that way. I think the influencer marketplace is going to be completely upended by AI. There's already AI waifus making thousands of dollars a month telling people what they want to hear, right? So if we use it in an ethical way and say, this is influencing you specifically because it's information about you, that's the same as the advertising market is doing anyway. So being able to attribute people down to these are my likes and this is my location and that's what ads are doing. So that AI influencers are going to be those ads. They're going to be that kind of targeting for that network of people. So this network of people really like this person or that person or that person. And you can use tools like Scenario, for example, to create exact lookalikes of the same character. So I'm not saying this is Taylor Swift and therefore I'm going to make 1,000 Taylor Swifts. No, I'm creating a persona that looks like this or looks like that. And then I'm able to use a tool, a gaming tool like this, to create 1,000 assets of that person, different poses, different looks and feels, but it's the same body. So that's new. We haven't been able to do that yet. So if we can take these and create actual AI personas, like you've got marketers like Billie Jean, who's replacing himself in Spanish using Gen AI so that he can go after the South American market with all of his tools. That's amazing. That's not spammy and scammy. That's actually really cool, because if you're hearing a course that's helpful to you in your natural language, it's going to be easier for you to digest that information. So I don't think that's spammy and scammy. I think that's a natural evolution for where this stuff is going. So if we can take these AI influencers and say, okay, so you love that knees over toes guys, but you can't handle it because of your hips or you're slightly overweight or whatever. I've now got an AI influencer for that. Say, hey, you should check out these couple of gyms or this type of gym or this style or these PTs. That's exactly what the influencers are doing right now. So that's what Heath and I were geeking out about. I'll stop banging on now. Was I sharing my screen then? I wasn't I?
You are. You're not anymore.
Okay. Was I sharing when I was showing Scenario?
No.
Yeah.
Stefan in Facebook asked, does it allow for dynamic CTAs, call to actions?
Why not?
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're using high level, you can pretty much do what you want. Okay.
So I think he means in the actual. So if it was a webinar, and you're talking about pitches at a certain point, so I think you can inject it inside of the recording, so it'll be coming up as part of the thing. And if it's a recording, you'd be able to show it afterwards. But if you've got it live, obviously that's not dynamic; it's just happening. But yeah, I guess if that's a good API AI bot type thing as well. When certain words are said, pop this in the comments. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
So this is what I was talking about with the characters. I was pointing to things and showing people something that wasn't actually on the screen. So rookie mistake. But the ability to create consistent fake characters is something that's going to happen exponentially over the next 6 to 12 months, to the point where the whole influencer market is going to be upended. So influencers that are influencers for influencer's sake was always going to die. Like what? There's nothing there. There's nothing behind you. You're just there as try and be politically correct here, but you're there as a pretty face or a buff body or something, right? But that has to be there, and that's easy to create. So if that's all it was, then there it is. get philosophical for a second. Is AI going to replace art? No, because art comes from something else in us, I think, but it's able to enhance it all. I love that. So, but this concept of influences, I think this is influences enhanced, but it's also going to completely upend it.
Yeah.
We are going to be able to. So what was the example we were talking about before with this one? So, my son. So my son plays video games. He plays Roblox, loves it. Heath and I were joking that the game that's massive in this world right now, these things earn stupendous amounts of money from kids buying credits to do the same thing over and over again with different swords. It's nuts. It's completely nuts. I was a kid once. I understand. I get it. As an adult with a wallet, I can't stand it. But I know that's where it was. But I look at the psychology of the game that they're playing. They're playing Pong. It's a 3D version, multiplayer, like gamified, the in-thing memeified version of Pong. That's all it is. They're whacking a sword on a ball. Ball goes to someone, and it goes to someone else, and it goes to someone else. Goes red, comes to you, and then they whack it. And if they don't whack it in time, they explode. Oh, I lost. I did get it. I get credits. I get more swords. Like it's so simple, but it's like the number 2 game in the world. Nuts. So I was trying to explain to my son where this stuff is going. He's 12. You can go into a game right now, and a game tool or a game provider, game builder, Sony, the game production studios, all that sort of stuff. They can already create things with Unreal Engine and that sort of stuff that looks real. It looks amazing. It looks awesome, but it's a lot of programming. It's a lot of work for them to do it. They can give you like character creation screens where you say, I want to add this backpack or this color eyes or whatever, right? And they have to like program all of that. That's going away.
Yep.
You're going to have AI generated in versions of that now. So upload your image, upload your backpack, and then it's got user generated content to try and make that scalable for them. So they give you 100 assets, then it's user generated, and you can make 1 million assets, and then they make money on selling it back and forth. And all that sort of stuff. Great model. That's all going away with AI. So that's a huge market that they're going to have to dominate to replace the fact that this user generated stuff is going to go away, because it's not going to be worth anything if everything can be generated dynamically with AI. So where is that going with this? If we can generate our own assets, our own consistent character, then those use this standard inside the games. So if I'm going to go and play a car racing game, but I want to play as, Nathan as Hulk or Nathan as Wolverine or whatever, right? That's my character that I built. I can go into any game as Nathan as Hulk Wolverine, and it should adapt me into that because I'm coming at it with a standard style. I've got all my assets. This thing can create 1,000 versions of this, of me, consistent style, different poses and all that sort of stuff that can be used as what the game engines already use for training what it looks like in certain things. So when I get in and out of a car, the stances that I make, the movements that I make, that can all be automated. So if we can use this from a gaming perspective, it's going to be used everywhere. The idea of a consistent character anywhere, well, I'm going to send my version of me out to do my marketing today. I've got this concept of this new tool, but I need some feedback. But it's 3 a.m. I need to go to sleep. I've got stuff to do tomorrow. This AI character out to say, hey, it's AI Nathan. Nathan's asleep, but he's tasked me with doing this. What do you think about this, this, and this? He would normally talk like this. He would normally ask you these questions.
Yep. Put an agent on it.
I think that's.
I mean, we're in an age now that we'll see Ready Player One before it's all over with the gaming piece. But absolutely. As far as the agent piece, I mean, it's just gonna scale everybody up. Yeah. Take care of things like when you're sleeping. Do you want me to share my screen and show how we kind of have it sitting in high level with integration?
Yeah. Yep. I haven't played in there for a week or so. Hey, Matthew. Hey, Stefan. Hey, Nikos. Michael. Kurt. Alejandro. Matthew does some high level stuff. I know he's working on a chatbot. That's pretty cool.
We have where you can kind of set up your own webinar in here to where you can enter the name and everything, and it'll build the page for you. But the biggest thing is
you're sharing your Facebook page.
Oh, well, that would help. I didn't.
Mm-hmm. What was my Facebook page? Thanks for that. Well, it's pretty smooth too. Like it's going from I was just on the Facebook thing then, and kind of like sort of blurred in and blurred out as you switch the screens.
All right, let's see. Let me find the right screen. I got 3 screens here. All right. I think this is the right one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so come down to, I don't think I put it in that sub account. Come here, automation, see conference right there. Pops it up so you can actually.
Oh yeah, you've got it as a pop out, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it pop out right now, just so that, I mean, you can zoom it in however you want to, but if I wanted to get on a conference call with somebody and they need to work in the system at the same time, I can just kind of put them there as I move around, inside of the system. So yeah. I thought that was actually kind of cool. But
yeah, and literally you hit that button there, hit the start button, you're live. And you're live in the conference, and then to go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time and your webinar, you hit one button inside of it. Yeah, it's gonna lock you out because you're sharing the screen in both, but actually let you go in.
Unlike Zoom. I just go here and hit start recording, I would actually be in there.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah, so that's so Inception.
Yeah.
You're conferencing inside a conference inside a conference. So the if you just hit that little live stream button within that, and then you're live. It's like 3 clicks and you're live on Facebook, YouTube, and your webinar. Click, click, click.
And then you get your past, your upcoming, and all that cool stuff. So where we had our meetings. And then you come down here and see where you had one that was already recorded. I think we set it to record every single time, so you can do that as well.
Yeah.
Sweet. So
nice. Well, I didn't expect anyone to be watching, so that was pretty interesting. Thanks all. Thanks everybody. We'll kick this off. If anyone wants to follow us up, feel free to do so. Thanks for stopping by. I'll keep this up on my page so I could go back and check what worked and what didn't work. But it looks like the YouTube's still fine. Facebook's still fine. Yeah. Thank you, Facebook, for fixing your SSL issue.
Yeah, no doubt.
Allowing us to go live.
2 months later.
Yeah, nice. Cool. All right. I'm going to hit stop screaming.